Matthias, how did you initially find out the duo strengths, Sachi's strengths, and tailor your coaching approach to maximize their potential?
Uh, yeah, well, I think it's clear to everyone that their physique is quite strong. They have a really good offense. Both of them can hit. And it's not always enough, sadly, just to hit hard smashes. They also need to build up for it and get those opportunities to smash and use their attack. And that means that we need to be strong in the service situation. It means that we need to be able to play from the defense also and be able to mix it up. So initially it was more like Satvik at the back and Chirag at the net. Now we have playing a little bit more 50-50. It's also important to do that so we can mix it up a bit and make the attack even more venomous.
And when we look at their attack, their defense is relatively weaker than their attack. So how are you planning on working on that?
Well, we make exercises to trust the defense. They have a good defense. They just don't use it that much because they sometimes just prefer to play offensively, like how they did today. Where I actually told them to try and get them to lift a little bit more to slow condition and use the defense that they actually have. They didn't do that, so now I'm going to scold them for not listening to me. We need to work on the defense, but as long as it's not an issue, as long as we don't stand and just play from that defense, it's not an issue. So yeah, but we're working on it.
And heading into the Olympics, Sachi are one of the favorites, which means added expectations and pressure. As an Olympic medalist yourself, how are you preparing for them to handle the pressure and expectations?
For every athlete and especially when you are where you have the opportunity to win a medal, of course you will feel the pressure, both from your country but mostly from yourself also to live up to those expectations. My job is to try and just for them to have fun and try and enjoy it as much as possible and prepare them for when we walk on court. The mat is green, even though it's Olympic, the mat is still green and the shuttlecocks are the same. It's the same feeling, it's the homely feeling. It's where they spend most of their time, and it's also going to be like that, the conditions at the Olympics. I don't think so much about a medal or winning it. I want them to play their best and as close to 100% as possible. I think if they do that, they succeed, in my opinion, because that is what we can control. Can we play up to our best? Then the opponents needs to play extremely well. That is not something that we can control. All we can control is what is on our own plate, so to speak. So that is what we're going to prepare for. I'm confident if they play up to their best, they have a good shot at winning a medal also and winning the entire thing.
If they seed in the top 4, they get a relatively easier draw. Is that in the back of your minds?
Yeah, definitely to qualify among the first 4 and get a seeding. I don't know. It can be tricky anyway for that draw. But yeah, of course that's one step on the way to see if we can end in top 4 and get a seed, and then from that time. But I mean, actually, right now, top 8, top 10 in doubles, they're almost equally good, all of them. So I can't point at someone and say, okay, then we don't want to play at all. Maybe in singles you have that with Victor Axelsen being a level or 2 better than all the other players. So I think if I was some of the single players, I would say that. But right now, it's not the case in doubles. There are many really good double pairs. And if we just go a little bit slow and not 100% ready, there are many pairs we can lose to, and that's the same at the Olympics. But as you said, we want to end in top 4 if possible.
And finally, Liang and Wang are a challenge. Is it a mental roadblock? How are you planning to take them on going forward?
As I said, we have lost to most of the top pairs, and we have beaten I think all of the top pairs also. So there's not right now one pair that I feel, okay, they're more challenging. Of course, the Chinese are playing well, and we've lost to them the last two finals. But I think that small changes, and we would have won both of the matches against them. So it's not like I can right now sit and say, hey, we just have to prepare for one pair. We are sadly not that privileged. We need to work hard all the way through. And for now, it's a pretty open field of the double players. So right now, I'm not focusing so much about Lee or Yang. I focus on ourselves, because at the end of the day, that is what we can control.
And finally, how much psychological and mental conditioning is going into the preparation for Olympics?
A lot. I think that's where it's decided. Whoever can come with the lowest expectations and handle the pressure the best way, go out and enjoy the moment, and with a little bit of a smile on the lips, and just do that, they have the better chance of succeeding. So of course it's important, but been playing a final, been playing a semi-final and a quarter-final at the Olympics. I know how it feels. And it's not the nicest feeling. I remembered in London that almost in all of the matches I was going to, I felt like running away and just escaping and not going on court. But eventually when we was there, it felt okay. And of course that winning point in the semi-final and qualifying for the Olympics, it's of course something that you will stay with you forever. So we keep chasing dreams, and we're looking forward to Paris in 6 months' time.
Incredible. Thank you so much for talking to
You're
us.
welcome.